Hey, are you looking to make a move to Highlands Ranch, Colorado in 2023? You do not want to do that until you watch this video. We've got some really important information that you need to consider if you're going to be making a move.
We're going to break down the top 14 things that are critical to know before moving to Highlands Ranch. So let's get going.
Let's go. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel if this is your second or third spin. My name is Sean Neal, and this is Angie Chavez. We are Fit to Sell Denver. This is your guide to living in the Mile High City.
We are the real estate power couple, and we are licensed brokers in the state of Colorado, looking to fit all of your needs, whether it's relocation, buying, selling, new construction, land, rentals, all of it. We're here for you.
We are here for you. Do us a favor, smash that subscribe button, hit that little bell so you get notified every time we drop a video. We drop videos every Tuesday and Thursday from now until the end of time. But biggest thing, you're going to want to call us, you're going to want to text us. You can do so at the number below. You can also shoot us an email. We're the ones answering those calls and emails. So you get to talk to us. You might get to talk to the Angie Chavez. So make sure you reach out to us. We can't wait to help you with all of your real estate needs if you're considering a move to Denver, Colorado, any of its suburbs, or if you already live here and you just want to move to a better place, better neighborhood. You want to upgrade? Let's go. You want to downgrade? Call us. It's cool. We got you.
So it is no secret that Highlands Ranch is one of the best places to move and has so many things to offer. But right now we're going to just break down the top 14 that we think you should know and that are pretty critical to know before you move.
The most critical things. Number one, you got to consider your cost of living. Right? If you're going to be moving here, you want to know what it's going to cost to live. So Highlands Ranch was built starting in the 80s. It was a big master plan development. It's located on the south side of town, south of C-470, west of I-25, and it's big. It was built into 4 different pockets. You've got North Ridge, West Ridge, South Ridge, and you guessed it,
East Ridge.
East Ridge, there we go. All right, so a lot of the dynamic is pretty similar. There's a lot of different housing types, single-family homes, you've got townhomes, you've got condos, and you've got some big old mansions. Anything you can really think of, you can find here in Highlands Ranch. So the average sales price right now is about $815,000, and that combines all different housing types. So in the last 30 days or so, we've seen home sales for small condos in the high 200s, all the way up to $6 million plus. Boom.
Fun fact with some of those houses, they have elevators going down into the ground to a garage. So some really big custom homes out there.
Oh yeah, you got below grade square footage in those homes.
Yeah.
Yeah, extra 12-car garage underground. Probably bomb shelter style too.
No, they do.
Why not?
Yeah,
a lot of them do.
Yeah.
100%. So as far as cost of living goes, in addition to that, you got to figure being closer to Denver, there is a big housing demand, so you're going to be paying a little bit more in Highlands Ranch than some of the other suburbs, but you're going to get more bang for your buck house-wise here in Highlands Ranch than you will in, like, say, Denver proper or Boulder. So if you're looking to extend those dollars a little bit further, Highlands Ranch might be a good spot for you.
So number 2 on our list is decent dining in Highlands Ranch.
Yeah, some decent options.
A lot of decent options, plus they are growing even more as well.
Sure.
Postino's just came around to Highlands Ranch. That's been a good addition to Highlands Ranch. Lazy Dog, you got...
The old blinking light's a good spot for some classic American food, but with a little bit more of a bougie atmosphere.
Yep, and you do have a lot of breweries as well. So if you like that beer, you got Lone Tree Brewing Company is out there. You got
Rock Bottom Brewery is out there off
Brewery,
Loose
the Grist. So lots of breweries around and in Highlands Ranch.
Yeah, and you're always within proximity. So the way that Highlands Ranch was built, you're like never more than a mile away from amenities, restaurants, dining options. So there is a lot of like the national chains. Like you want some Panera bread, you're gonna find some Panera bread. If you want some IHOP, there's some IHOP. But you're always within a good proximity wherever you're located in Highlands Ranch, which I think makes it really nice because I'm always hungry wherever I'm at, and I don't want to have to go too far. All right, number 3. This ain't some cow town. Like, there's a good population size here in Highlands Ranch. You might think, oh, south of Denver, it's so far, right? You never really travel to Highlands Ranch, right? People don't come to Highlands Ranch unless they're visiting a friend, but if you're here, you're here. There's about 110,000 people that live in Highlands Ranch, and the nice thing about the way they designed it is it's so spread out, but they also built all of the roads and the infrastructure to account for this amount of people. So, rush hour traffic, rush hour right here at the park right now. John Deere right there. So they built the city to accommodate the amount of population that they expected. So when they started this in the 80s, a lot of the main roads have 4 lanes to it. So you could be in rush hour, you could be super stressed, you're trying to get home, but you won't feel like you're in bumper to bumper just because they've done such a good job of dispersing all of that traffic.
Highlands Ranch is a super family-friendly place. You got a lot of things for families, including parks.
So many parks. Highlands Ranch has 26 parks, believe it or not.
26?
26 total parks that were built in, and they're good size too. They're not just like little chump parks, right? And a lot of that doesn't even include like the little pocket parks you find within neighborhoods. Those are big parks operated by the city. We've also got 70 miles of trails. 70. About 5,500 acres of open space throughout those trails too. So Highlands Ranch has this really cool trail system that connects a lot of the different neighborhoods. You can get from one part of town to the other via walking, via scooter, via bike, via rollerblade. Strap on the blades if you want to go for a spin. Why not? But it's a really nice community, especially if you have a family. You can get around a lot of different ways. Wear the kids out of the park. It's great.
Number 4, Highlands Ranch has some of the best schools in the district, basically.
Yeah, you're in Douglas County School District, which right off the bat beats most every other district in the Denver metro area. But here in Highlands Ranch especially, if you're looking for good education, they've got STEM schools. All the elementary schools are really highly rated. There's a lot of public as well as private school options, charter schools, high schools galore. You got Thunder Ridge High School, you got Mount Vista,
Highlands
Ranch High,
Rock Canyon,
Valor Christian is a big one. Really competitive in sports over there. A lot of highly competitive sports, but also very high on the education. A lot of scholarships are awarded to children for academic purposes. Number 5. It's pretty comfortable out here right now, isn't it? Yeah, the weather conditions here in Highlands Ranch are always pretty mild. We get all 4 seasons here in Colorado, so being here, it's not going to differ a whole lot from like the whole Denver metro area, but factor summertime about mid to upper 80s usually. July is the warmest month on record typically, averaging about 87 degrees. We do get all 4 seasons though, so if you're a fan of snow, you want to see those beautiful leaves changing colors in the fall. You want a mild spring with a nice little breeze and nice summer. You got it all here. Very comfortable weather here. We are a dry climate here in Colorado, so one thing to consider: pack the saline nasal spray. Pack the what's good for dry.
I don't know. You're nasally all the time, so
Make sure you have a humidifier. Would be a recommendation when moving here. You can get one at any of the 7 or 8 local Walgreens here in town. Really good climate.
Number 6, Highlands Ranch has the Highlands Ranch Mansion. Super historic building that's been around for a very long time, has had a lot of notable families living there in the past years.
Yeah, some oil tycoons. You got some political figures that have lived there. Check this out. 11 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, 5 fireplaces, a bowling alley, but it's a little light on kitchens. It's only got 2 kitchens.
Did you say bowling alley?
I did say bowling alley.
You can go tour the Highlands Ranch Mansion. They do hold weddings there, events. A lot of the kids from the high school go take pictures there before
I do.
prom.
I do.
No. I mean, yeah.
You heard it here. She just shut me down. Number 7, can we talk about the location of Highlands Ranch? We're on the south side of town, so if you're middle of downtown Denver, go about 6 o'clock or so and you're going to run into Highlands Ranch. And there's a couple different major highways that come through here. You've got C470, which is great, and that takes you right to I-25. So C470 is really good if you're trying to get east or west. If you want to get into like the foothills, go to Red Rocks for a show. Stay tuned for our Red Rocks video. It's going to be dope. C470 is the way to go. It's also like you're going to have more mileage when you go to, like, let's say you're trying to get to Arvada, Golden Wheat Ridge. It'll take more miles to get there if you take 470, but it's going to take less time. If you want to avoid stop and go, that's usually your best bet. And as far as getting to Castle Rock, super easy. Castle Rock is just to the south. There's a couple different options. You can take I-25. You can also take Santa Fe, US 85, which runs straight north and south. That'll also take you all the way to Denver if you'd like. Location-wise, if you don't mind being on the south side of town, I think it's about as good as it gets. But it's the nice thing about Highlands Ranch is you never really have to leave here because they've got everything built in.
Number 8 on our list is transportation options. Pretty much need a car in Highlands Ranch to get to most places, but you do have, again, a lot of trails. You can make it to the highways, bus stops, all of that, and not too far from the light rail as well. So
yeah, you can get to the light rail, which will take you downtown. It'll take you to the airport. It can take you to other boutique destinations such as Arvada and Lakewood as well. So public transportation options. Really anywhere in Colorado you're going to be pretty limited, but there are tons of bus stops. So if you want to commute via bus, you can do that. There's a lot of bike lanes as well, so you can get around on your bike in these nice warmer weather days. And like I said, I'll talk about the trails until the end of time because they're that amazing. You can really get anywhere using these trails located between all the neighborhoods as well.
Number 9 is the Highlands Ranch Bubble. So a lot of people call Highlands Ranch the Bubble because there's a lot of people that just don't leave Highlands Ranch. You have everything that you could ever imagine here. Like we just mentioned, restaurants, boutiques, shopping, stores.
Healthcare, jobs, we got jobs.
Yeah, schools.
Yeah, parks, recreation, literally everything. Plus, it's not a place like people go to. Like, we'll go to Denver for a date night. People don't go like, hey, let's go to Highlands Ranch for a date night. Unless you're in Highlands Ranch, then you stay in Highlands Ranch for a date night. So, if you're in the bubble, you're in the bubble. If you're not in the bubble, you're out of the bubble. You can come in, but like I said, the average sales price is $814,000. So bring your checkbook when you're moving.
And it's not a bad bubble. People say it's a bubble, but it's not bad. I actually lived there for 12 years and loved it. I liked the bubble, but just depends.
Yeah, it's a good bubble. Number 10. Let's talk about the job opportunities around here in Highlands Ranch and the low taxes. Boom. So Highlands Ranch is home to over 2,000 businesses, and that's small mom and pops all the way up to big, like, national companies. Ring Central is located in Highlands Ranch. You've got a number of different hospitals and healthcare systems that employ a number of people in the city. But also, compared to a lot of other places in Colorado and the Denver metro area, the taxes are relatively low. Sales tax is lower than what you'll find around the city on your goods and services. Actually, you don't pay tax on services. Taxes are lower based on your goods than you'd find around the city. And also, property taxes are pretty darn reasonable here. In Highlands Ranch, you're paying less than 1% of your assessed value, which is pretty good nationwide, hands down, but also really good for the state of Colorado.
Number 11. We all move.
11.
How do you want me to do that? Number 11 is no surprise. Colorado is just amazing for the breathtaking views of the mountains and everything around. But Highlands Ranch in particular is amazing for the breathtaking views.
Kidding. Yeah. No matter where you are, you can always get a good shot of the mountains. Like I'm looking at this beautiful shot of Long's Peak over here. It's snow-capped. It's beautiful. And a lot of the Highlands Ranch is really hilly. So if you're like one of the lucky ones to get on a prime lot on the top of a hill, you can see for miles and miles and miles. You can get city views from Highlands Ranch. You definitely get mountain views. If you're in backcountry has about 8,600 acres of protected open space. And there's trails, there's biking, there's pretty much anything you can think of back there. They also have a lot of acreage properties, views for days. So if you want to if you got high blood pressure, let's say, and your doctor says, hey, you need to like calm down, relax, have a good, nice view to look at, I would highly recommend Highlands Ranch because you can find that. 9 out of 10 people say they see a high blood pressure reduction when moving to Highlands Ranch.
Really?
No, of course not. Number 12. Take this how you will. A lot of the communities, a lot of the subdivisions, they seem repetitive. They were all built within a certain time period between the 80s and like 2000s. So a lot of those neighborhoods, they just tend to look the same. So actually all of Highlands Ranch sits in a homeowners association. It's called a metro district. It's a Highlands Ranch metro district. And they do have certain criteria for what the outside of your house has to look like. So you'll see a lot of the same paint colors. Every fence in Highlands Ranch is the exact same color. It's Highlands Ranch brown. You go to Home Depot, they actually have a whole section full of Highlands Ranch brown that matches the stain color of the decks and the fences. So if you want like super unique neighborhoods with a lot of different architecture, move along. You're not going to find it here. Unless you're in backcountry. If you're in backcountry, like a lot of people custom built homes on different lots, so there's a little bit more flexibility on the designs of the homes. You can be a little bit more unique and personalized there, but for the most part, most of the neighborhoods, it's right out of Pleasantville.
So number 13 is Highlands Ranch is just a super safe place to live. Not a lot of crime happens in Highlands Ranch. I think you're pretty safe, letting your kids go to the park and walk around and watch all the shopping and
violent crimes, virtually non-existent. Not a lot of thefts, not a lot of break-ins, not a lot of robberies, anything like that. You do get some petty vandalism. Listen, there's a lot of kids here, and kids will do what kids do. So if your house gets TP'd every now and then, it's just part of the fun of living in Highlands Ranch.
And we're not saying things never happen, but relatively speaking, Highlands Ranch is a pretty safe place to live.
Last but not least, number 14, let's talk about recreation. So one of the biggest benefits to living in Highlands Ranch is you get the rec center pass. So included in your HOA fees that you pay quarterly, $160-ish per month for HOA fees for the Highlands Ranch. Per quarter. Per quarter. $160 per quarter, roughly, for your HOA fees for the Highlands Ranch Community District. You get passes to all the different rec centers. So there's Westridge, Northridge, Eastridge, and Southridge, and each one has kind of their own different flavor. So over in Westridge, for instance, you've got little batting cages, you've got swimming pools, indoor and outdoor fitness centers. You got fitness centers in all of them, but each one is going to have its own little different flair. Some of them have like archery ranges, pickleball, because that's the new thing that everybody's doing, right? You should see Angie play pickleball. It's glorious. But you can find just about anything. There's also some disc golf courses over off Broadway and Highlands Ranch Parkway. There's some disc golf. So if you want to frolf, you got it.
What's it called?
Frolfing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They have a lot of indoor pools, outdoor pools, again, depending on which rec center you go to. But you do get all 4 of them, so it doesn't matter which one you go to. But super big perk of Highlands Ranch. But those HOAs are Highlands Ranch as a district, right? But you could also have a separate HOA depending on the little pocket neighborhoods you live in. So just keep an eye out for that. There you go. There's 14 things you need to know about Highlands Ranch before you decide to make a move.
I'm sold. Let's move. Let's move to Highlands Ranch. We're doing it. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here in Highlands Ranch. Hey, if you need to get a hold of us, our number is below. Call us, text us. Our email is also here. So go ahead and type us an email, shoot it out to us, but do not leave this page without smashing that subscribe button. Hit that little bell. Me and Angie, we're going to be dropping videos from now until the end of time. They're going to blow your minds. You think this was a good video? Wait till you see what's coming. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you in Highlands Ranch. We're out.
You said it's not a cow town and that drives by.
Yeah, the John Deere drives by. Yeah, good timing. All right.